Welcome to episode 90 Tombstone TV, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrexham. Tonight we are wrestling with the Empire, and your opening contest, folks, is a number one contenders matchup for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the former Light Heavyweight Champion. This is beautiful Bruno Bravo, and he's making his way to the ring here, folks, for his 22nd ranked singles matchup. Bruno, again, with the midriff exposed, highlighting his loss of gold. Bruno lost his light heavyweight championship, which I'm sure you all remember back at March of Champions. It was a triple threat matchup where Prince Toro came out the victor. Platinum Kid involved in the match as well. And now Bruno wants his championship back. And here's his opponent here for tonight, folks. Dylan, what a villain. As Dylan makes his way to the ring, folks, yet to pick up a singles win here in CWS. He considers himself to be quite the escape artist, and yet victory seems to be escaping him so far. Folks, I'm really proud to be able to say that beautiful Bruno Bravo has re-signed here with CWS. He is back, and he wants to become a two-time light heavyweight champion. Can he do that, folks? The path to that glory starts here tonight in Wrexham, Wales, when he takes on Dylan. If he can defeat Dylan here tonight, he'll go to Capital Carnage. He'll go to Mayhem in Madrid, where he will challenge the new light heavyweight champion, Ed Chef. He's quite the fearsome foe. Bruno has never wrestled Ed Chef. Dylan the Villain Dylan would love to go up against Ed. Referee rings the bell, and the crossbody assault opening this matchup hot. Bruno Bravo gets kicked off here by Dylan the Villain Dylan. He managed to escape that at least, and Dylan drops the knee onto the upturned bicep here of Bruno Bravo, and Bruno sweeps the legs. Dylan's in trouble. Leg drop, a beautiful leg drop there from beautiful Bruno Bravo, who drives the knee to the face of Dylan the Villain Dylan, and now Dylan looking to pull himself up by the ropes. Bruno's giving him a moment, but what's he got in mind here? A straight right, and that slingshot stunner over the top rope and outside of the floor. Dylan crashes hard on the thin virtual pads on the floor below. And Bruno giving chase now, launching Dylan back into the ring. And what's going on here? What's Bruno looking for? He springboards and cross bodies into the ring again. 1, 2, not even a 2 count here as Dylan kicks out. But Bruno with that kick to the lower back and climbing to the top. This is a much more aerial and athletic Bruno Bravo than we're used to seeing. Top rope elbow drop connects. 1, 2, and Dylan kicks out at 2. Bruno seems surprised by that, and off the ropes he goes. Oh my god, he looked for a front flip and snap mare of sorts. Dylan evaded that, escaped the hold, and whips Bruno off the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog, and Dylan with a running knee to the midsection, that exposed midriff. Bruno has painted a target on his stomach, it seems. Look at this, Dylan the Villain Dylan now taunting beautiful Bruno Bravo, and a series of kicks takes Bruno down. Dylan the Villain Dylan, who considers himself the lightest heavyweight here in CWS, Now looking for an opportunity at the light heavyweight championship, but he has to go through the former champion first. And that top rope double axe handle and a running knee to the face. Dylan, the villain, with the cover. But look at that, he's got his feet on the ropes and Bruno says no. The freaky strength of Bruno Bravo to absolutely whip Dylan off him like that, and that running spear to the outside. And now it's Bruno's turn to taunt the fans here tonight. We're going to Capital Carnage in just a few short weeks here, folks. Which of these men is going to be in the matchup for the Light Heavyweight Championship? Oh my God, look at that. Bruno got a little bit overzealous and Dylan caught him and dropped him throat first onto that top rope, and from the top the splash connects. Will Dylan pick up the victory here, folks? Looking for his first victory here in CWS. Off the ropes he goes, and that spinning back elbow. Bruno getting back up to his feet. Scoops him up, and a big back suplex drives him home. We've got the cover. This might be it, folks. 1, 2, and Bruno Bravo kicks out yet again. Bruno driving some elbows to the midsection here. They connect. Empowering Dylan to the corner. Bounces his head off that top turnbuckle. And tossing him shoulder first into the post. Bruno's in control. Knees across the face in the mush and just driving the weight in at the midsection here. Dylan. And Bruno now. That springboard, that launch crossbody. It's a vaulting crossbody of sorts. And now jawbreaker. Right hand. And Bruno's. This beautiful man is hulking up here. Look at this. Caught the fist and a series of chops back. And Dylan says bring it. And these guys are slugging away here in Wrexham. Rob McElhenney, Ryan Reynolds, huh? You're not the only ones who can take your superstardom to Wales. Beautiful Bruno Bravo, Dylan fighting out. Look at the strength, the wherewithal, the resolve of this man to withstand that pain. Dylan whipping him off the ropes and the running knee to the midsection. And Bruno in control. Bruno locking up. Hooking him, scoops him up, beautiful pile driver. And he's dragging that gangly long man, Dylan away from the ropes. We've got the 1, we got the 2, we got the 3. Beautiful Bruno Bravo picks up his 10th ranked singles victory here tonight, folks. And he becomes the #1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship as we watch back some of these replays. Bruno Bravo and Ed Chef. That's on the books, folks. Capital Carnage 4 at Mayhem in Madrid. Bruno gets the win and Dylan suffers another loss. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to determine the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship next, as King Toro has offered the spot to the winner of the following bout. General Lee Good takes on Bovine, the Cowboy Bovine. Winner of that one will go on to face King Toro at Capital Carnage. And folks, I am excited for this bout. Bruno, what a fine statement to make on your return here to CWS. Thanks for coming back. And Dylan, victory keeps escaping you, my friend. Off that beautiful pile driver, Bruno Bravo picks up the win. And he is your #1 contender. Folks, thank you for joining us so far here tonight on Tombstone TV episode 90. Can you believe it? I sometimes can't. 90 episodes of Tombstone TV, and folks, we're going to keep going. We're going to be going for a long time. That next bout, folks, Bovine, Generally Good, coming up right here next, so don't go anywhere. back in Wrexham, and folks, look at this. The Cowboy Bovine is making his way to the ring, folks. This is his third ranked singles matchup since arriving on the scene in CWS. This man so far has lost every matchup that he has had since arriving here on the scene. But folks, that doesn't really tell the whole story now, does it? Bovine, who made his debut at the Debutante Brawl 2, taking on Prince Toro in singles action, and the Prince put Bovine down the following week. No, sorry, it was 2 weeks later at the Road to WrestleFest. Bovine was up against King Toro, the father of Prince Toro, in singles action in a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. And it was King Toro who picked up the victory on the night, and since then King Toro has become that Intercontinental Champion. He's now offered the opportunity to Bovine to go one-on-one with another of King Toro's nemesis, another man that he has history with, General Lee Good. Winner of that will go to face King Toro at Capital Carnage 4. All of these men are new to CWS. They're building their legacies here. Of course, they bring a lot of legacy with them from the independent scene. There's a little bit of respect, I gotta say, between these men. And folks, here comes General Lee Good, the man who came to CWS and shocked the world, folks, when he turned up at Debutante Brawl 3 as the foe, the opponent for his former friend, former ally, Major Attraction, a man who has a lot of history here in CWS, the inaugural CWS Heavyweight Champion of the world. And a lot of people have been asking the questions, are they friends? Are they on the outs? What's happening here with these two guys? Former tag team champions in a lot of companies on the independent scene. Everywhere that they went, they teamed up, they fought, opposed. Bitter enemies, better friends, some would say. But tonight is not about Major Attraction. It's about General Lee Good taking on Bovine at the request of the Intercontinental Champion, King Toro. Bovine, General Lee Good. Referee starts the match and the dynamic cam zooms right in. Look at these series of kicks and oh my god, a big backbreaker to the Cowboy and General Lee Good. This absolutely militant man in the ring. And look at that double club across the back, and Bovine is down. And look at General with a General Lee Good headbutt. He scoops him up. Oh my god, oh G-Dog, just pin him. Just pin him. The domination on display here. General Lee Good, folks, is already stalking and towering over the Cowboy Bovine. A lot of the fans in attendance will be thrilled to bits that Bovine dropped money from the sky. I don't think they've yet realized they are Canadian dollars. The French-Canadian Cowboy Bovine somehow turned this around and took control, and as I say it, General Lee Good takes back over in this bout, and look at that, he just hit a major boot. He just hit, or as he calls it, a good boot. My goodness, Bovine with the elbows to the midsection here of the General, scoops him up, and a running power slam from Bovine. A running power slam to take him down. The ref counting up to 6 already in this one. He launches the General back into the ring. Bovine enters at the count of 7. And these two guys are going to slug it out. You don't want to slug it out with General Lee Good. Bo, what are you thinking? Bo blocks the punch and answers back with a right hand of his own. My goodness, these guys are going toe to toe. My goodness, the right hands, the left hands, and the takedown. He's rolled him up. 1. And the general flips it through. We got a 1. He reversed it. And now it's been kicked out of both men. Needing to do a bit more damage, it seems. And what's he looking for here? Raking at the eyes. Raking at the eyes, and the referee watching. He's looking straight into the eyes of Bovine as General Lee Good steps over the... What's he? Are you kidding me? The general from the top. We generally don't see this often, but from the top, the diving shoulder tackle connects, and the general stomping into that midsection, and oh my goodness, now he's stalking Bovine. Could this be it, folks? He scooped him up. The Alabama Slam. And the general with the cover. 1, 2, 3. Bovine is pinned for the 3rd time in CWS. He loses, and the general has just become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion. And folks, that means we got General Lee Good taking on King Toro at Capital Carnage 4. What a matchup that we have in store for you guys. I am truly pumped for that one. And guys, speaking of great matches, we have a returning tag team champion, a former tag champion, making his return to CWS in the next bout, folks. Casper Dane is about to take on Bobby Locke in singles action. Folks, don't go anywhere. It's sure to be a great matchup, and it only happens here in CWS and on Tombstone TV. Thanks for joining us so far. Don't go anywhere. Tombstone TV continues. Welcome back, everybody. This is matchup number 3 on episode 90, Tombstone TV. My name is still Bullet Von Awesome, and look, folks, he's back. This is Bobby Locke. And folks, Bobby Locke he's one half of the tag team Lock and Load, part of the first response group here in CWS. He's one half of former tag team champions. That's right, Lock and Load hold the men's tag team titles for 28 days last season. An original roster member here in CWS. It's great to see Bobby Locke re-signing here, folks, for season 3. I wonder, will Tom E. Load be back with us as well, or is Bobby Locke going it alone? But it's great to hear that theme tune one more time. It's great to see Bobby Locke in action here, folks, for his 8th ranked singles matchup. Such a dominant tag competitor. Folks, did he put his jacket on when he got to the ring? Very interesting. Mind games at play there by Bobby Locke. And here comes his opponents, folks, representing the tag team of the Great Danes. Casper Dane will be in action here, folks, for his 2nd ranked singles matchup. Casper in the white, headed to the ring with his brother Peter Dane. These guys are yet to pick up a victory in singles or in tag action since arriving on the scene. An awful lot of hype surrounding the Great Danes. When they arrived here in CWS, we have seen flurries, we have seen moments of sheer brilliance out of the Great Danes. They live up to their name in every way, shape and form. These Danish sensations. However, folks, they are yet to pick up a victory. And this is another tough test when they go up here against Bobby Locke, a fan favorite, a guy that, if you've watched CWS, you're sure to know about Bobby Locke. How will Casper Dane fare when he goes one-on-one with Bobby Locke? Bobby with a big-time headbutt taking Casper Dane down. And look at this single leg on it. It's driving the ankle into the floor. Folks, Bobby Locke and I took a little trip around Wrexham earlier. We went to the race course. We went over to we saw a few faces from, oh my goodness, look at the big body drop over the top rope. Casper Dane sliding to the outside. Can he take advantage of this? He evades the big strong right hand of Bobby Locke. And look at this, my God, Spanish fly. Or is it a Danish fly when he does it? My goodness. Casper Dane. What's he got in mind here, folks? Over the top rope, and my goodness gracious. All the body weight across the chest, taking Bobby down. I was about to say, folks, that we've watched an awful lot of Wrexham FC recently, and we saw a lot of the fans outside earlier, and it was a lot of fun for us. We recognized an awful lot of faces. Here we are, folks, wrestling with the Empire. We're in Wrexham, Wales, over in the UK, as we head towards Capital Carnage for Mayhem in Madrid. We're on a bit of a European tour here, ladies and gentlemen, as Casper Dane allows Bobby back into the ring and whips him off the ropes and back over the top again. Peter watching on. Casper eats a right, but locks up with Bobby. And look at that, Peter sliding a sledgehammer into the ring right in front of the referee's gaze. Drop kick. Casper again taunting Bobby, taunting the fans. He's locked up with him. Off the ropes goes Casper Dane, and my God, a big boot across the mush, and Bobby Locke. Oh my God, knee to the back of the head. And these straight rights as Casper Dane punches away furiously at Bobby, and he's climbed up to the top turnbuckle, and from the top, look at this, a massive splash. That is a frog splash from the top. 1, 2, and Bobby gets the shoulder up. I thought Casper Dane was about to pick up his very first victory here in CWS. Springboard moonsault. And Peter up on the turnbuckle as he's removed the turnbuckle pad. The Great Danes seem to be resorting to all sorts of cheap tactics. Sportsmanship out the window, perhaps. And from the top, my God, look at that. Corkscrew senton. And my goodness, my God. Roll up here, we got the 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, Bobby Locke. It's been great to see you. However, Casper Dane picks up his first victory here in CWS. And my God, what a highlight package. What a highlight reel this man is. Frog splash off the top. I'm not sure why we're replaying the outside here, but folks, my goodness. They'd want to fix that sharpish. What a matchup there, folks. And we still have 4 more matches on tonight's show. I'm looking forward to the tag team matchup coming up next. I think it's going to be a galactic battle for the ages, folks. We're about to see Aerospace tag up for the first time here in CWS as they take on the Cosmic Alliance. I am pumped for this one, ladies and gentlemen. That tag match is coming up right here next on Tombstone TV, so don't go anywhere. This is our 4th matchup on tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then I don't know what you're waiting for. CWS is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. making their way to the ring right now, folks, for the first time as a tag team here in CWS, Ireland's only astronauts. They're actually from the US, but here they are, folks, the team of Landon D. Moon. The D stands for Donovan. And Bernard Starr. Aerospace. Aerospace, folks, being escorted down to the ring. They look like they're about to take one small step for Landon and Bernard, one giant leap for Aerospace. These guys walking around this climate that they're still not after becoming accustomed to. They've each had one singles match apiece. This is their first tag match, and folks, they wanted me to remind you that they are undefeated here in tag action and Championship Wrestling Series. They traveled all the way here to Wrexham, Wales with us. And Wales, you're getting the very first tag outing under a Championship Wrestling Series banner for the team of Aerospace. The Irish government invested heavily in space travel, and then they realized they didn't have any astronauts. So they reached out to the States and they got these guys. They grew up in NASA. Their parents worked for NASA, that's right. Landon's father was a janitor and Bernard's mom worked in the canteens. But they worked at NASA. Nepo babies, some say. Some, not me, I wouldn't say that, that's rude. And here come their opponents, folks, representing the Cosmic Alliance. And folks, out of all the different combinations that we've seen tagging up for the Cosmic Alliance, this is their 20th appearance. The 20th tag match as a group from the Cosmic Alliance as Moonbeam Jr. heads down from the front. And the Starshine Kid at the back. And that's right, folks, Moonbeam Jr. making his first appearance here in Season 3. He has re-signed with Championship Wrestling Series, and he looks ready to do the business. Starshine Kid looks like he's recovered from his beating last week. He suffered at the hands of the World Heavyweight Champion Big Ben. Of course, Moonbeam Jr. is the son of Moonbeam Originales, who has the World Heavyweight Championship matchup with Big Ben at Capital Carnage 4 at Mayhem in Madrid in a few weeks' time. And folks, tonight their stablemate Ozone will be live in action, challenging Big Ben in a non-title fight, something of a tune-up match for Big Ben. He has requested the opportunity to be a fighting champion, and if anybody can defeat Big Ben in a non-title bout, he has promised them a World Heavyweight Championship match in the future. This is, by the way, an Extreme Rules matchup. The referee rings the bell, and all four men legal in this one. Weapons legal. No holds will be barred in this bout as Bernard Starr batters the face of Moonbeam Jr. Moonbeam, are you okay? I think Moonbeam might be burst open already. He might be bleeding. As Bernard Starr charges the corner, a big clothesline, and kendo stick in action already. Junior whipped off the ropes, and Landon D. Moon flattening Bernard Starr. No. With the kendo stick. Landon backbreakers to Junior. My goodness, Aerospace looking really good right now. And Starshine Kid and Landon D. Moon having very, very similar opinions there of what they're going to do. Star with the Starshine Kid up, and he's walking him over to the corner, and my goodness, no. He just dropped him face first into that turnbuckle, and now Junior sidesteps the kick, but eats the neckbreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Aerospace are on fire right now. Kendo stick in hand again. Starshine Kid rolls to the outside, and Land is telling him, batter up, bring it in. Kendo stick over the top of the head to the Starshine Kid, and Bernard Starr taunting the fans here. Kendo stick again goes over the top of the head of the Starshine Kid. The remnants of that kendo stick all over the place. Landon from the top with a big elbow drop to the outside, and Bernard Starr now in the ring with Moonbeam Jr., former top contender. Moonbeam Jr., he won a contenders matchup, and Bernard Starr missed with a big back elbow, but he got the drop kick there to the knees. And Landon with a massive big boot taking Starshine Kid down. For the top, that fist drop from the top, and Bernard Starr has grabbed the Starshine Kid. He's turned him up, inside out, scooped him up, and the Starshine Kid escapes the hold. The Kid scoops him up high into the corner, and a running power bomb, my God! The cosmic power bomb connects, and the Starshine Kid springboard. Oh, he went for that springboard splash, but Bernard evaded it, standing tall. And Bernard Starr escaping the grasp here. The Starshine Kid Landon looking for a pinfall. Junior managed to kick out nice and early in that one, and look at the suplex from the Starshine Kid. Landon's tied him up, and a German suplex to Moonbeam Jr. That's one. Starshine Kid from the middle rope, and the elbow drop. The Starshine elbow dropped, the move his mother made famous, and now Landon sees that the Starshine Kid has landed a killer blow on his partner Bernard Starr. He's tossed the Starshine Kid over the ring, and he's caught outside, and my God, the pinfall, 1, 2, and Landon nearly picked up the victory there, but Junior kicked out just as the Starshine Kid dove across the ring to break up the pinfall. Bernard Starr sneaking up now, and he scoops up the Starshine Kid. He's dropped him down, and look at that reverse DDT, dropping the Starshine Kid on the back of his head. Into the ring goes Landon. Oh, a series of kicks, and my God, he turned him inside out. Starshine Kid, Spanish Fly. He connected with that one, and my God. And the military press, and this power slam. And Landon Donovan Moon setting up a table in the middle of the ring, folks. What's he looking for here? He just vaulted himself into the ring, and look at that senton splash all the way across the midsection, and he's on the top. What's he looking for? Landon with the crossbody attack from the top rope, taking down the Starshine Kid. We've got a cover here. 1, 2, and the Starshine Kid kicks out. And on the outside, a chair now getting involved, and oh, Starshine Kid punched the chair clean out of the hands here of Landon. He whipped him off the ropes, leapfrog, and a super kick. And a Hurricane Rana, he just took him down. And folks, would you look at this? Tables, ladders, and chairs involved in this matchup. I predict a TLC match in the future. Spanish Fly connects, and the Starshine Kid leaping to the top rope, and the moonsault. And the steel chair across the body here of Landon. And a second one. And a third. My goodness, this darker edge of the Starshine Kid is shining through. His mother is the women's champion here in CWS. And my God, the power bomb out of the corner. Starshine Kid measuring. Bernard Starr on the outside gets Hurricane Rana from the top rope, down by Moonbeam Jr. Starshine Kid bounces the head of Landon off that top turnbuckle pad, and folks, I think the Starshine Kid has this. My God, as I say it, the curse of the commentator strikes. Landon D. Moon gets out of that predicament and drops the Starshine Kid on the top of his head, charges across the ring, and my God, I run a knee attack. Landon insisting on setting up this table, it seems. He just tossed the table over the body of the Starshine Kid. And the cover off that table, that's all we've got the one. We got not even a 2 count here as Moonbeam Jr. dives across the ring, breaking up that pinfall attempt. My goodness gracious, look at Junior. He's measuring, and that super kick to the face. We've got a cover. And Moonbeam Jr. gets the 1, 2, and Landon D. Moon kicks out of it. The rules are extreme, and so are our athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior unloading with the steel chair to the body here. Moonbeam noticed that Bernard Starr is in the ring, turns around and drives him home. We've got it, folks. We've got the crash landing. We got the 1. We got the 1 count. Bernard Starr, with all the energy of a red dwarf star. My God, he just kicked out of it. I don't believe it. Junior launches himself into the ring, locking up with Bernard. Whips him in the ropes. The reversal. The drop kick to the knees. Bernard Starr's in control. He's stalking Moonbeam Jr. Leaping, oh my God, that destroyer. Bernard Starr's got the 1. And the Starshine Kid dives in and break up the count of 1. Picking up Bernard Starr, locking up with him. Ducks under, rolls him up, quip up, and the step up enziguri. The Starshine Kid back up to his feet with a snap suplex there to Landon D. Moon as Moonbeam Jr. targets Bernard Starr again. The Kid now outside on the apron, leaping in, springboard, goes for the forearm. Landon evades it, knocks the kendo stick out of Junior's hands. And now chaos, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Starshine Kid. Slapping anything that moves. Gets dropped to the neck breaker and a big back suplex there to Moonbeam Jr. in aerospace again. Back on top as Landon goes to the top rope. Bernard Starr sets up a table. Landon from the top to the outside, misses. With that leaping assault, he crashed down hard. And in the ring, Bernard Starr and Moonbeam Jr. up on the shoulders to the center of the ring, and he slams him down. It's gotta be it. 1, 2, and Moonbeam Jr. kicks out. This Extreme Rules match is going crazy. Super kick for the ages. Star to the top. Junior must be 3/4 of the way across the ring, and what the heck? Bernard Starr drops the elbow. He's got the cover. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. As Starshine Kid dives back into the ring and breaks up some fall. Kick to the midsection. And Bernard Starr walks it off. Scoops him up. My goodness. Driving him home. Back to the top he goes, and the double foot stomp misses. Kendo stick in hand on a big boot connects to the Starshine Kid, taken down. What an action-packed match we've had for you, with Bernard Starr carrying Junior over, slams it down on the kendo stick, the table, and the edge of those stairs. My goodness. Landon sliding back into the ring. It looks like he's going to play defense. The elbow misses this time, but Landon connects with the kendo stick. He's got the cover. 1, 2, aerospace remain undefeated. They go 1-0, and they will move on to next week's show, where they will face the winners of our upcoming matchup. Los Bestias Locos versus the Fortunate Sons will be on tonight's show, folks. Personally, I'm looking forward to that one, but the night's still young. Plenty of action yet to come. 1-0, Aerospace will take on the winner of Los Bestias Locos versus Fortunate Sons. That matchup's coming up later. Ozone will be challenging Big Ben later on in a non-title bout against the World Heavyweight Champion. But folks, up next, we're going to rematch a show from the Last Man Standing episode 85, Tombstone TV. Zachary Evans up against Travis the Savage Sanchez. If you may remember, in the semi-finals of the Last Man Standing tournament, on Zachary Evans' way to the ring, Travis the Savage Sanchez attacked him just before the bell on their matchup. Savage Punch took him down on the outside, and somehow the Golden Ace came back The ultimate underdog, folks. He came back and went on to not only win the match, but he won the whole damn tournament. Zach Evans, unable to challenge for the heavyweight championship this month, has some other scores to settle. This man put down Hiro Satoshi last week off the back of that triple threat match where he took the pinfall. Big Ben took the title and Hiro lost his. Back at WrestleFest 2, tonight scores will be settled with Travis and Savage Sanchez. Or will Travis put the golden ace in his place? Find out next, folks. As Tombstone TV continues. Welcome back to Wrestling with the Empire, Tombstone TV, episode 90. My name is Beloved Awesome. We are live to tape here in Wrexham, in Wales. Let me introduce you to this man, Travis the Savage Sanchez, a former Intercontinental Champion here in CWS. One half of the tag team, the Savage Hearts. He's representing them here tonight, folks. Former professional boxer, come pro wrestler Travis the Savage Sanchez at the Last Man Standing event on episode 85. We saw Travis the Savage Sanchez defeat the MMA sensation Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian stallion himself. Later that night, folks, after Zachary Evans put down Lobo Azul, these two clashed in the semi-main event, but on the way to the ring, Zachary Evans was attacked by Travis the Savage Sanchez, who landed a Superman punch, a Savage punch that is, on the way to the ring. Zach Evans had to fight from underneath, folks, and he did that, and he came out on top. Not only did he win that matchup, but he went on to win the whole tournament. He is the last man standing, former Intercontinental Champion himself, Travis the Savage Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen. This is his 28th ranked singles matchup, 20 wins and 7 losses. And look at Zachary Evans, this is his 32nd ranked singles matchup, also 20 wins and 11 losses. Former IC champ. Those rankings, folks, don't include tags, they don't include contenders matches, stadium royales, just 60 ranked singles matches between these guys alone. That is huge, and here we go. The matchup starts, and let me tell you, folks, because of the attack before the matchup the last day, this one's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. A little bit of brutality this week in Wrexham. As the Golden Ace unloads, and look at that, a knockout blow he took. Evans just took Travis down with the right hand. He rocked the boxer, and look at that, a spinning European uppercut. Travis the Savage Sanchez's wrestling has come on leaps and bounds, folks. When he debuted here, all he knew was to throw a few hands. But his mentor, Marshall Hartz, has done his job. He's training him well. Travis going to the outside, and he's locking up in a small package, he's rolling him up. We've got the one, not even a one count here. Referee took her sweet time getting down, and the Golden Ace with a kick to the top of the head of Travis Savage Sanchez, and now he's wrapped him up in a good run. Oh my god, he's flattened him. And the Golden Ace slamming Travis the Savage Sanchez flat down to the middle of the mat. Zach Evans going to the outside. Bit of mind games here from both of these men. And raking at the eyes here of Travis the Savage Sanchez, but he escapes the hold. Golden Ace gets launched forward, and now Travis is the one with the knee bar in place, torquing away here at the knee. These guys just want to hurt each other, but folks, also, you gotta think, Zach Evans has made a name for himself. In recent weeks, he has put down the likes of Big Ben, Lobo Azul, Travis the Savage Sanchez, Hiro Satoshi just last week in the main event. Surely he's got a claim to a heavyweight championship matchup. You have to think that. But if Travis can put down Zach, then surely he'd have a claim. The heavyweight championship matches are pretty much sewn up this month, folks. We know. That's right, we know it's going to be Moonbeam Originales at Capital Carnage 4 Mayhem in Madrid. that will be challenging the World Heavyweight Champion Big Ben, the Tower of London. But after that, folks, who will be challenging and who will be champion? Belly to belly. Travis with the cover. We've got the 1. We got the 2. And the shoulder up. And folks, I wouldn't have been surprised if that was the end of it. Travis unloaded those right hands all over the golden ace. And he's locked. He's loaded. Savage punch connects. And Zach is down. We've got the 1, 2, 3. He did it. Travis the Savage Sanchez this time maximized that savage punch and he got all of it. And now you gotta think, folks, Zach's claim might be all up in the air. And Travis picking up his 21st ranked win in CWS. What a victory, folks. What a victory. My goodness, Travis the Savage Sanchez has done so well there, folks, and you know he's got to have his eyes on the Heavyweight World Championship prize. This guy's been around for a long time, and his future is bright, folks. Don't go anywhere. We have got a tag team matchup coming up next. The Los Besties Locos take on the Fortunate Sons. Sure to be a banger in your semi-main event coming up right here next on Tombstone TV. We're back and in the ring already, Los Bestias Locas. Oh my god, look at this, folks. The Fortunate Sons making their way to the ring, and here come King Toro, the Intercontinental Champion, and Wolf Prince, the undefeated Wolf Prince. Some of the original members of Los Bestias Locas, they turned up in recent weeks, and folks, they're coming out to Los Bestias Locas music. Are they part of the group or not? We haven't seen anything between them. This is their first sign outside of the Fiend Shield. Are they with them or are they against him? With the blind side, how will the Fortunate Sons go after this one? Rolling heel kick. Locos taken down. Standing shooting star. My gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Wolf Prince, King Toro, are they part of Los Bestias Locas or not? Fortunate Sons, blindsided, running on adrenaline. Surely, can they calm themselves down and get back into this? Off the get-go, big scoop slam there from Loco Lobo Azul. Fortunate Sons have been in run-in after run-in with Wolf Prince in recent weeks. Folks, I don't even know where to begin on this one. A few weeks ago, we saw Nate Fortune debut on Debutante Brawl 2 against Loco Lobo Azul, and it was Loco Lobo Azul who picked up the victory in that bout. Later that night, Tiernan Og was supposed to be up against Drake Fortune, only Wolf Prince attacked Drake before the matchup began. Wolf ended up going on against, my god, look at that suplex to Pantera. Drake ended up going and getting beaten up. Wolf Prince took the match at Tiernan Og, and Wolf Prince in his very first matchup in CWS defeated Tiernan Og. Hurricane Rana taking down Loco Lobo Azul. The next week, Drake challenged Wolf Prince to a singles matchup, and Drake lost that. Wolf again putting him down. I don't know where to go from here, folks. Fortunate Sons laying hands all over. Is Loco going to get counted out here? The Fortunate Sons have a heck of a rivalry going on with Los Bestias Locas, but does that include Wolf Prince, or is this... What's going on here? We got the roll up and Loco kicks out, and my goodness, folks. The Fortunate Sons seem as flustered by tonight's actions as I am. Loco, belly to belly, my god, over the top of the head he goes. Now Loco looks to make the tag. Los Bestias Locas tag out. Pantera is in. My god. Two-time tag team champions Los Bestias Locas. Future Shop briefcase holder. Stadium Royale winner last year in Loco Lobo Azul. Former heavyweight world champion. Pantera knocks him down, and my gosh. 2 count only. What do you think, folks? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that King Toro and that Wolf Prince are part of Los Bestias Locas? Or are they trying to get back in with the group? What's going on? They've been avoiding my questions, avoiding the interviews, dodging the question. Pantera tags Loco. Loco now legal in front of the second rope. The double axe across the arm here. Right hand connects. Club and blow across the back. And Loco Lobo Azul going for the pinfall again. 1, 2. Remember, folks, the winner of this match will go to face Aerospace next week in the number 1 contenders tag matchup. Winner go to face Bad Manners in Spain and Mayhem in Madrid. Capital Carnage 4. My gosh. Fortunes are still in this one. The 10th of May, ladies and gentlemen, Capital Carnage 4. Can you believe it? We're on the path. Oh, look at that for a slam. And my God, the Fortunate Sons with some interesting tag offense. Back to the top. Loco's in a bad way. What's he looking for here? My goodness, he avoided it. Loco played possum and allowed him to slam all of his body weight flat down to the mat just like that. And Loco whipping his opponent into the corner here. Goes for the kick to the midsection and that open hand slap taken down. Loco Lobo Azul. This would be a heck of a victory to pick up. Fortunate Sons are 0-1. They haven't won a tag match since arriving here in CWS. They have only lost one bout. This is their second tag team matchup. Los Bestias Locas, 10 wins and 7 losses for the team. They spent a long time trying to get on the same page. Then they had a few dominant runs. They even got to become 2-time tag team champions. My goodness. Pantera went over the top of the head there. And the Fortunate Sons, although blindsided at the start of the matchup, outnumbered and assaulted, double hip toss leg and dab Panteros. Oh my goodness, he went for what seemed to be a chop block. Pantera leapt over the top of the head, caught him by the hair and flapped him down to the mat, and he went splat. And Pantera scoops him up, choke slam outside on the floor. Loco talking all kinds of trash as Pantera chokeslams the heck out of his opponent here. Stomp across the back. Surely Pantera's looking for that red cross. He scooped him up. Is it here? Is it now? Is it time? The red cross connects. Pantera with the cover. 1. And the Brother Fortune dives across the ring and breaks up the count. Leaping forearm. Pantera's rocked. Clubbering blow. Pantera gets whipped off the ropes into that corner. Loco lad, you might want to get back up onto the apron so Pantera can tag you. What are you doing? What's going on? No comment. Interesting. Pantera now marching his opponent round the ring, slamming it backwards into that turnbuckle pad, throwing him flat down to the mat, and just like that, Pantera's on the top turnbuckle. He's measuring, and from the second turnbuckle, the double axe handle connects. Stomping on the hands here. You know the Fortunate Sons are here to conquer some uncharted territory. They're looking to get some treasures. Like the tag team championship gold. But to do that, folks, they have a lot of work to do. Got to work their way up the rankings. They got to pick up a victory here tonight. And remember, the winner of this goes to face Aerospace next week. And they put on a heck of a show earlier tonight when they went undefeated and defeated Cosmic Alliance at Running Power Slam. 1, 2, and the kick out at 2. Stomp to the back of the head. Pantera Rojados leveling his opponent, dragging him around the ring like that now. And Pantera with the veteran instincts to pull his opponent away from the ropes. And he's looking for it a second time up high. Los Bestias Locas cementing victory here with that release. Red cross. Referees ready. Shoulders flat. And There we go, just like that. Los Bestias Locals go 11-7, picking up the victory. Fortunate Sons 0-2, but you gotta claim a bit of an assist there to King Toro and to Wolf Prince, of course. What does this mean? Are they in cahoots? Or is it a ploy? What's going on with Los Bestias Locals? I am unsure myself, folks. Hopefully we can get some answers soon. But remember, next week, Aerospace, Los Bestias Locals go 2-2. And the winners of that matchup will face Bad Manners at Capital Carnage for when we go and have some mayhem in Madrid. Folks, don't go anywhere. We have one more matchup yet to come. Your main event, the World's Heavyweight Champion Big Ben, with an exhibition matchup against a friend and partner of his opponent on the next pay-per-view. Moonbeam Originales will stand opposite Big Ben at Capital Carnage, but tonight it's Ozone who goes 1-1 with the World's Heavyweight Champion. And if Ozone can defeat Big Ben, he will earn a championship matchup at a future date. Don't go anywhere, folks. That matchup's coming up next on Tombstone TV. A massive win there for Los Bestias Locas. Could we be looking at a team that go on to become 3-time tag team champions? Could they be the first team to do it? Or am I getting ahead of myself? Folks, one more matchup here tonight, and then next week, plenty more action yet to come. Tombstone TV continues. And here we are, folks, in Wrexham for your main event of Tombstone TV Wrestling with the Empire. We are Championship Wrestling Series. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for, folks? Here come the Cosmic Alliance. The #1 contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship, Moonbeam Originales, out on the stage, and it looks like we're going to play a little homage to Moonbeam Jr. here. Here comes the man that gravity didn't remember. Ozone. Ozone making his way to the ring here, representing the Cosmic Alliance. His manager, his friend, his mentor, the #1 contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship, Moonbeam Originales, making his way to the ring alongside him. Looks like he's going to be his advocate, his manager for this evening, getting a first-hand look at his opponent for Mayhem in Madrid in a few short weeks' time. Moonbeam Originales will have a great seat for this one. And remember, folks, if Ozone can defeat Big Ben here tonight in this exhibition fight, he'll get a title shot down the line. This is actually a huge opportunity for Big Ben, who laid down the challenge to management recently. He said he doesn't just want to defeat Moonbeam Originales, he could defeat every member of the Cosmic Alliance. Management saw that as a challenge, and last week put him one-on-one with the Starshine Kid. Big Ben made short work of him. Tonight it's Ozone, and folks, I have been told that next week on Tombstone TV, Big Ben, the Tower of London, will go one-on-one with Moonbeam Jr. And here he comes, folks, the World's Heavyweight Champion for his 30th ranked singles matchup. 17 wins, 12 losses. Here comes Big Ben, the Tower of London.
We dominate this terrain, that's domination. We fight for us, we fight for the king. You wanna fight us, meet us inside the squared ring.
Big Ben and that beautiful World's Heavyweight Championship wrapped around his waist. It looks absolutely great around that waist, is I gotta say. It kind of matches his crown. Thank you to Hiro Satoshi for putting the effort into getting that one redesigned. It looks a little more distinctive. And it's a lovely heavyweight world's championship. A prize worth fighting for anyone on the card. Ozone hasn't been in a main event for a very, very long time. And the referee rings the bell and this thing starts off. Big headbutt. And he rolls up Ozone. My gosh, rope break already. Tower of London with some clubbing blows across the lower back here. And the elbow to the lower back. Elbow again across the back, and the Tower of London has fallen on him. Falling on his foe, and off the ropes he goes. Is he looking for London's leg drop? And Ozone scouted it. Got out of the way of that one, and the man that gravity didn't remember manages to escape Big Ben. And folks, there's just so much big, meaty men slapping meat in this one. Big Ben looking to whip Ozone. Oh my God, Moonbeam Originales just grabbed the leg of Big Ben. The referee saw it, and a clubber and blow from the back. Ozone just took down the world's heavyweight champion. Can he capitalize? Can he capitalize here in Wrexham? Is this going to be the biggest moment of Ozone's career? Can he put down the world heavyweight champion? And oh, the arm drag. Look at, he took him down, and we've got a one. Kick out of one. Big Ben's got more to do. Big Ben driving the knee of Ozone flat down to the mat. Kick to the back, and surely Big Ben wants that Buckingham power slam. That Buckingham choke slam. London's leg drop. My goodness gracious me, look at that for a dragon leg screw. I can't remember what it's called. But Ozone turns him over. He's got this Boston Crab locked in, but Big Ben breaks up the hold, rolls out of it. And Ozone looks to roll him up, but Big Ben manages to kick the big man off. Big Ben, Ozone, standing in the center of the ring, and now it's a strike exchange. Two heavyweight hitters, two hosses here, folks. Chops across the chest, and look at the size of Big Ben towering over Ozone. Look at the size of Ozone. The big, sheer, massive man that he is, and he scooped him up on the shoulders and walked him round, and oh my God, he just dropped in snake eyes across that top turnbuckle, and Big Ben, the world's heavyweight champion now, grabbing the legs and slamming Ozone flat down to the mat just like that. What a maneuver! Big Ben now, he scooped him up. What's he looking for here? And London's pile driver! The King's pile driver. And off the ropes he goes. London's leg drop. Big Ben with the cover, and surely that's it. Moonbeam Originales doesn't like what he sees. Big Ben picks up the victory here in your main event for the evening, folks. Thank you for joining us here for CWS Tombstone TV. Thanks for joining us in Wrexham, Wales. This has been Wrestling with the Empire. Be sure to join us here again next week for Tombstone TV. We are live to tape every Tuesday night and every 4 episodes of Tombstone TV, folks, and we will have a Capital Carnage this month. Every other month there's a different pay-per-view event. We've had 22 pay-per-views so far. Capital Carnage 4 is our 23rd. Over 90 episodes of Tombstone TV. We have done so many shows, folks. And we hope that you can stick with us, because the lore here, the stories here, they're only growing in CWS. That roster is only going. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you that as of recording, we have 48 wrestlers on the roster. And folks, we've only... Season 3 started, 5 weeks ago? My name is BBA. If you haven't subscribed already, then what are you waiting for? Do that right now. CWS is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. You guys have been class. Remember to stay decent, and I will see you here again next week for episode 91, Tombstone TV. Where in Europe are we going, folks? Let's find out together. See you Tuesday.